My name's Monty Strings, and you're watching the Longino Show. We out here in Los Angeles, California. Beautiful weather behind us. Make sure y'all tune in.
Special edition of the Longino Show. We're live right here in the beautiful LA. You see the scenery, palm trees and sunshine, ain't nothing like it. And I'm sitting here with the talented Monty Strings. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing today?
Doing good, doing good. So I know you're from the Midwest, so tell us about your transition from the Midwest to the sunshine.
Well, originally I was born in Toledo, Ohio, but we moved from Toledo and we moved to Twin Cities, Minnesota, so I pretty much spent most of my childhood and later years just growing up there. Then I transitioned to California, moved to Los Angeles, lived all over. I lived in the Valley, Hollywood, Watts, like all over the place. So.
What's your favorite spot in Hollywood?
My favorite spot is, honestly, I'm gonna have to say the ocean.
Okay.
The ocean.
Yeah. All right, so now for those who don't know you, give them a little background, give them a little bit.
Well, like I said, I'm from Toledo, born, raised in Twin Cities, Minnesota. Now I'm in LA. I sing, I rap, I also play violin. That's where I get the last name from, Strings, for those of you who might have been wondering. Also, I play drums and a little piano, but I also produce and engineer a good majority of my own music as well, and I songwrite for a lot of different artists.
So who have you written songs for?
There's a few different artists I've written songs for and collaborated with. I did some production for like Nipsey Hussle, like just on the engineering side. Ray J. I did vocals with Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
I've worked alongside, written songs with Game. There's an artist that I've been doing a lot of songwriting with and like vocal production. Her name's King Marie. She's from Los Angeles.
You moving around.
Yeah, you know.
How come the world hasn't heard of you yet?
I've been behind the scenes doing a lot of, just kind of helping everybody else right now. And, I was still new. I didn't really want to ever be an artist. So,
Why do you want to be an artist?
Because I have a story to tell.
Okay.
And, there's other stories. I like to write songs sometimes from, like, I know a person who went through something like this. So I kind of want to tell their story since they don't sing or do music. So their story could get heard as well.
All right, now I checked out, I looked you up, I looked at one of your songs, I tweeted it out. It's dope. I was like, wow, she definitely got the voice.
Appreciate it.
Definitely can sing. So how did you get into all these different instruments and then engineering, then producing, and then writing raps? So how did all that come together?
Honestly, like, I'm gonna have to be honest, it came from my mom. She was supportive of me since day one. She's she has a master's degree in music, teaches choirs and teacher at schools and everything. So when I was 3 years old, she took me to an orchestra concert. I think it might have been my first one that I can remember.
Yeah.
And I had reached over to her. I was like, I like that one. I want to play that one.
You remember that?
That's what she tells me. That she says the same story every time. And then I don't remember it, and she was like, yeah, you pointed at. I was like, which? She was like, which one? And I was like, that one. And she was like, that's a violin. I was like, yeah, I want to play violin. So like, I was only 3 years old. She went and got it for me. She got it was real small. She still has it in the closet at back in Minnesota, but she would not let that thing go. But she paid for lessons and paid for different summer camps and stuff. Like, she really invested in me, and I have to give a lot of credit to her.
So when did you come into the mindset of I'm going to actually get into the vocals and singing and rapping?
It came because I'm like a social, anti-social person. So I'm very private, and there's certain things in my life that I never like expressed to anybody, like that I went through. So I just bottled it up. So being that I know how to songwrite, being that I know how to engineer myself, I just started getting these things. Like, it was like the music became my best friend because I started.
So what's next? What's next? What's coming up?
Well, right now, 2 days ago, the artist I was telling you about, King Marie, we just released a new song for her. I wrote it. She's singing it. Business Boy, he's an up-and-coming producer, been doing a lot of work out here as well. He's from Milwaukee, too.
Okay.
We all collaborated on that song, so that just came out. And then another song that I just collaborated on with an artist from LA named Les Wood.
I've heard that now.
Yeah. So he works with RJ, Amio a lot of LA artists and rappers and stuff. But me and him just did the Rihanna and Bryson Tiller, DJ Khaled song over, so that just came out today. And you know,
you are moving around. So when we gonna get some more music from you?
I just actually shot a new video like 3 days ago.
Okay.
So
we just missed it.
3 days ago I just shot that. I got like one more scene to shoot probably this week.
Okay.
Little longboarding scene, so hopefully I don't bust my butt because I haven't been writing like I should. But got to get that last shot in there. But that should be coming out probably within the next month or so, as well as the song.
Now tell us, what you've been from the Midwest, and since you said you started as young as 3 years old, what's the music scene like? How's it different from the Midwest, from California?
One thing I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes it's like there's not a lot of support back in Minnesota as much as like you would want it to be. Like they kind of want you, and it's a good thing because it makes people go harder, you know. So you go and you work and you work and you work and you're like, I'm gonna have the city rock with me one of these days. So, you know, they support you when they see everybody supporting you, kind of thing.
Sounds like my city.
Yeah. So, I mean, you know, I get a lot of support and love back home. Like I always go home all the time. Like so they don't hate me when I'm like I don't have a city band or nothing. Like you know, you can't hop off the plane without checking in with somebody. I don't have that. And then the LA scene, I like it. There's so much talent. There's so many different things. Like I went to do a photo shoot, and then all of a sudden we got to the photo shoot. It was like 50, 60 photographers, and there's like a lady with like torches putting fire out with her mouth, and it was just crazy. And it was like I've never seen anything like that besides here. You know, there's just communities that you'll never know about, like with every different
So
field.
do you go back home and perform for the hometown crowd? Have you done a show back home yet?
I haven't done it because I've been more behind the scenes, so I want to have like music out to give them so they can like sing along with it or whatever, or I could like give them copies. Right now it's like, oh, it's not released yet. So
okay. Now I do this with every guest. We always go over this one particular thing because everybody gives a different answer, and everybody has a different perspective. So no, that's not bad. It's not bad. So for up and coming artists, female artists who's trying to get in the industry, who feel like I can't be a female MC, there's not too many left, or just having some doubts, give them your 3 keys to success so far from your experience in this game. 3
keys to success is believe and invest in yourself. I know that's kind of 2, but like believing in yourself is one thing, investing in yourself is another thing. I feel like there's a lot of females out here that really don't believe in themselves truly, because I feel like believing and investing should go hand in hand, because you don't really believe if you ain't ready to put your money where your mouth is, you know. So you gotta, you know, if you dance or whatever, if you're not spending money on new this or going to a dance workshop or whatever for a weekend that might cost you $150, you would have spent that $150 on something else, or you gonna figure out a way how to get it, you know, if you really want it that bad, you know. Just like you want them new heels or that new Louis bag that just came out, you better get it in that. Get you a job, whatever you got to do, hustle. You know, I'm not judging nobody's business, but you know, you got to get out there and get it, and it's not going to be given to you. And if it is, you know, it might not be how you want it to come. And then 2, surround yourself with people who are doing something probably better than what you're doing, or have something to offer that's different than what you have to offer, just so you can be around people that you might not know everything, but oh, I got my person right here, they know a little something about a little something right there. So that'd be the 2nd thing. And the 3rd thing would be work hard and work smart, because working hard, I used to be the type of person I would record like for most of the day and then sleep for like 3-4 hours, and I'm like, what did I really have to show for that? Like, of course I got better, but it's like I could have came up with a plan, put this song out, because it's like I'll put songs out and get upset and frustrated, like it only got 200 views. I'm like, this is a good song, like why ain't nobody listening to it? Like I put the violin on there, I rapped, I sang, I made the beat, like why ain't nobody listening to me? but it was because I wasn't putting a plan of attack to put my music out there to get heard, and I didn't have people around me that could help me with those things. So, you know, working smart as well as working hard is very important, because you might end up being able to cut that time in half if you just work a little smarter. So those are my 3 tips, my 3 little pieces of advice, and you know, I hope it works for somebody, because you know, that's what worked for me. And don't stress. That's the 4th if I had to say one. Don't stress.
All right, we got 4 keys to success, okay? All right, thank you very much. Taj Longino Show, LA.